Hello everybody and welcome to this vlog. Now, it's called a RobBlog, but it is a vlog. And I call it RobBlog because it's mine and I can. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everyone, season's greetings. Here we are with a pre-Christmas RobBlog. And, Christmassy, look at this, beautiful gold tree, and there's Santa keeping watch over my shoulder. So welcome today. Now today I've been meaning to do a little bit of Scrooge, A Christmas Carol, and I've been wondering what to do. So my friend, who I call Janet, is really an AI, artificial intelligence. I worked with Janet and I asked her to help me take that Christmas story that Dickens wrote, A Christmas Carol, and make it smaller. I mean, it's a novella to begin with, but anyways, I said, let's make it a little bit smaller. So we worked away at it, and I thought today this is what I would read to you as my Christmas gift to you on this RobBlog. So A Christmas Carol, originally a novella by Charles Dickens, first published in 1843. Well, the story follows Ebenezer Scrooge. Oh, what a mean, nasty son of a gun he was. He was a miserly old man, and he worked in his little accountant's office, and Bob Cratchit was his clerk. And it froze him there, and they could have one measly little bit of coal in that damp, dark business that the Scrooge ran. Oh, he was a terrible, terrible man. Anyhow, as the story goes, you remember Bob Cratchit asked to have Christmas Day off, and Scrooge said, oh, yes, you can, but be here all the more earlier the following day. Couldn't even go out to the Boxing Day sales. Poor Bob. Anyways, as he went home that evening, Scrooge was visited by the ghost of his former partner, Jacob Marley. Remember, the knocker on the door turned into Jacob Marley. Oh, and he saw other spirits of the past, the present, and the business of the future. Yes, the future yet to come. And that was probably the most important one and the scariest business of all for Scrooge. Now, through these visits with the different ghosts, Scrooge was shown the error of his nasty ways, yes. And he does learn in the end, it's no surprise here, I'm not spoiling the ending, that Scrooge learns how to embrace Christmas. Santa's smiling. Look at Santa is smiling, yes. Well, the first chapter, Scrooge, of course, is that cold-hearted, nasty old man. He despises Christmas and everything it stands for. And then, of course, in the second chapter, well, he's visited by Jacob Marley, as I mentioned, and Jacob warns him of the consequences of being a nasty old person, and talks about his greed and his selfishness. In the third chapter, Scrooge is visited by the ghost of Christmas past, you see, and he takes him on a journey through his childhood and at school and his early adulthood, and kind of showing him how he became that nasty, dirty old man. Well, I shouldn't say dirty. Now, I hoped he took a bath every day, but I don't know. With the price of water and gas back then and everything, I'm not sure. But let's just hope that he did. The next chapter, Scrooge is visited by the ghost of Christmas present. That's the most scary one, because remember, he shows him the joy and happiness that can be found, but he points that grave. That long finger comes in like this and points the grave. And then Scrooge sees his name on the gravestone. Well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen? It's going to happen to each and every one of us. None of us get out of this world alive, and Scrooge the same. Well, when Scrooge is visited by that ghost of yet to come, he is taken aback, of course, falls down in front of that tombstone, as I mentioned, and he is basically shown that bleak future that lies before him. And it will be even bleaker if he doesn't change his ways. So in the end, Scrooge goes home, and remember, he opens that window on Christmas morning and yells down in the street to the boy, hey, youngster there, what day is today? And the boy goes, why, it's Christmas dice. And then he throws him down a penny or something, and he goes and gets a big goose that he has the butcher drop off at the Cratchits. And then he goes over to his nephew's place, and they play games and they dance and they have a lovely, wonderful time. And in the end, we all know that Scrooge is indeed a changed man. He even dresses better. Oh, yes, and he bathes at least once a day, or maybe once a week. He becomes a kind, generous man, and he knows what the true meaning of Christmas is. And it's said of Scrooge that he kept Christmas as well as any man possibly could. Oh, I know right now you all have tears in your eyes. I just know it. I'm feeling a little verklempt myself, and I'm clutching my pearls. I hope you enjoyed this abbreviated story of Scrooge. And I hope you have a very, very Merry Christmas, and I hope you got all your Christmas shopping done and you're ready to settle down for not a long winter's nap, but for a long, lovely, convivial, peaceful, fireside Christmas holiday. Because some of the best parts of the Christmas season is that stretch of time between Christmas and New Year's when you can just relax. And, of course, eat all the shortbread cookies. Have yourself a great day. Thank you so much for joining me. See my tree. Bye, Santa Claus. Talk to you soon.